Have you ever finished a meal feeling sluggish, foggy, or just not quite yourself? Or perhaps you've chosen a snack you believed was a healthy choice, only to discover it might be working against your most precious asset, your cognitive health? It's a surprising and often overlooked reality of aging. The everyday decisions we make about what we consume can have a profound, cumulative impact on our brain's vitality. These aren't exotic poisons or rare ingredients. They're common items lining our pantry shelves and filling our refrigerators, consumed by millions of seniors every single day, often without a second thought. If you're over the age of 60, this conversation is especially critical for you because protecting your cognitive function is synonymous with protecting your independence, your memories, and your quality of life. Today, we're going on a deep dive. We won't just uncover 5 stealthy culprits that can quietly chip away at your mental clarity. We will also equip you with 5 powerful, practical shields, actionable strategies you can start using today to fight back. This isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. This isn't about restrictive dieting, it's about strategic nourishment. This is your guide to living smarter, sharper, and with greater peace of mind for years to come. So, let's begin this important journey together. Number 1, the sweet Saboteur, sugary drinks and hidden sugars. Let's start with what we drink. The relationship between liquid sugar and the brain is one of the most well-documented in nutritional neuroscience. Beverages like sodas, sweetened teas, sports drinks, and even many fruit juices are loaded with high fructose corn syrup or other simple sugars. The danger lies in the speed of delivery. When you drink your sugar, it bypasses many of the body's normal satiety signals and causes a rapid, intense spike in blood glucose. Your pancreas responds by releasing a large amount of insulin to manage this surge. This process creates inflammation throughout the body and generates free radicals, which are unstable molecules that damage cells, including delicate neurons and the vast network of blood vessels that feed your brain. Over time, this cycle of spikes and crashes can lead to insulin resistance in the brain, a condition some researchers call type 3 diabetes, which is a significant driver of Alzheimer's disease. For seniors, whose metabolic systems are often more vulnerable, this effect is dramatically amplified. Consider the story of Arthur, a 72-year-old retired history teacher from Tampa, Florida. Arthur's routine was simple: a large glass of orange juice with breakfast, a sweetened iced tea with lunch, and sometimes a soda as an afternoon pick-me-up. He believed the juice was healthy and saw the tea as a harmless hydration habit. But over the course of a year, he noticed a persistent, frustrating mental fog. He'd lose his train of thought mid-sentence, struggled to recall the names of former students, and felt a constant low-level fatigue. He blamed on age. During a checkup, a proactive physician asked for a detailed diet log. The connection was undeniable. Arthur began a simple experiment. He swapped his orange juice for a whole orange, replaced his sweet tea with unsweetened herbal tea infused with lemon and mint, and eliminated soda entirely. Within just 3 weeks, the mental fog began to lift. Within 2 months, he reported feeling more alert, focused, and energetic than he had in years. The lesson here is profound. Always read labels. Sugar hides in ketchup, salad dressings, flavored yogurts, and granola bars. Becoming a vigilant label reader is your first and most powerful shield against this cognitive saboteur. If you're starting to see the hidden connections between your diet and your brain health, please comment SHIELD below. It lets me know this is helping. And if you find value in this deep dive, please subscribe and hit the bell. It truly helps us help more people. Now, on to our second big culprit. Number 2, the empty energy crash, highly processed carbohydrates. This category is the master of disguise. It includes the white foods many of us grew up with: white bread, pastries, crackers, white rice, and standard pasta. These foods have been stripped of their natural fiber, vitamins, and minerals during refining, leaving behind a simple starch that your body treats almost identically to pure sugar. They have a very high glycemic index, meaning they are digested and absorbed into your bloodstream with alarming speed. This triggers the same inflammatory and oxidative stress response we discussed with sugary drinks. A landmark study published in the journal Alzheimer's and Dementia found that individuals with the highest intake of processed carbohydrates had a significantly smaller hippocampus, the brain's central memory and learning hub. Essentially, a diet rich in these empty carbs can literally shrink the core structure of your memory. Let's look at Maria, an 80-year-old vibrant woman from Phoenix, Arizona. A first-generation American, Maria cherished the culinary traditions of her upbringing, which centered on white bread, white rice, and pasta. It was comfort food, a link to her heritage and family. However, her children began to notice increasing forgetfulness. She'd repeat stories within minutes and had trouble managing her medication schedule. Concerned, they accompanied her to a neurologist who specialized in nutrition. The doctor didn't tell Maria to abandon her traditions. Instead, she offered smart, respectful swaps. Maria started using whole grain sourdough bread, which had a richer flavor and more substance. She began mixing brown rice or quinoa with her white rice, gradually increasing the ratio. She discovered lentil pasta and chickpea pasta, which she found surprisingly delicious and more filling. The change wasn't overnight, but it was steady. After several months, Maria's cognitive assessments showed noticeable improvement. Her children were thrilled to see her more engaged and present. This proves you don't have to give up cultural staples or comfort. You just have to upgrade them. Choose whole grains, sweet potatoes, legumes, and other complex carbohydrates that release energy slowly, providing steady, clean fuel for your brain all day long. Number 3, the preserved peril, processed meats. The sizzle of bacon, the convenience of deli meat, the classic hot dog at a ball game. These are ingrained in our culture. But the cognitive cost is steep. The primary concern with processed meats like sausages, salami, ham, bacon, and hot dogs extends beyond their saturated fat content. It lies in the preservatives used to give them color, flavor, and a long shelf life, nitrates and nitrites. When these compounds are exposed to high heat, like frying bacon, or interact with stomach acid, they can form nitrosamines. Nitrosamines are potent carcinogens and are known to cause significant oxidative stress and inflammation, directly damaging the delicate cells of your brain and impairing their ability to communicate. Numerous epidemiological studies have correlated high consumption of processed meats with faster rates of cognitive decline and a higher incidence of dementia. Ben's story is a powerful example. A 77-year-old retired mechanic from Austin, Texas, Ben was a meat and potatoes man. Breakfast wasn't breakfast without a few strips of bacon or some sausage links. A sandwich at lunch always included deli meat. His doctor had warned him about his cholesterol and blood pressure, but the cognitive connection was never made until a visit with his granddaughter, a nutritional science student. She explained the nitrate brain link. Motivated, Ben didn't go cold turkey. He worked with his doctor on a compromise. He switched to uncured, nitrate-free bacon using celery salt, which is naturally high in nitrates, but often in lower amounts, and limited it to weekends. For lunch, he started using leftovers from dinner, grilled chicken, roast beef he cooked himself, or even canned tuna and salmon. He discovered the world of plant-based burgers and sausages, finding a few brands he genuinely enjoyed. This shift, combined with adding more antioxidant-rich berries to his diet, led to a remarkable improvement. He reported clearer thinking and better short-term recall within a few months. The strategy is selectivity and moderation. Opt for fresh, unprocessed proteins like grilled chicken, fish, eggs, tofu, and legumes whenever possible. When you do choose processed meats, seek out nitrate-free options and treat them as an occasional indulgence, not a daily staple. We're halfway through our list, and this is crucial information. If you're learning something new, please take a second to give this video a like. It tells the YouTube algorithm that this is valuable content, so it can reach more seniors who need to hear it. Now, let's uncover the fourth culprit. Number 4, the fats that fracture your cells, artificial trans fats. While the FDA has banned the primary source of artificial trans fats, partially hydrogenated oils, they can still linger in certain products, and even trace amounts are dangerous. You might find them in some brands of margarine, coffee creamers, ready-to-use frostings, microwave popcorn, and many packaged baked goods and snacks. These fats are a metabolic nightmare. They are artificially created through a process that adds hydrogen to liquid vegetable oils to make them solid at room temperature. This unnatural structure causes chaos in your body. Trans fats increase your levels of harmful LDL cholesterol, decrease your beneficial HDL cholesterol, and trigger severe systemic inflammation. For your brain, this creates a hostile environment. Inflammation damages neuronal pathways, and unhealthy cholesterol levels can contribute to atherosclerosis, hardening of the arteries, even in the small vessels of the brain, restricting the vital flow of oxygen and nutrients. Sylvia, a 68-year-old retired librarian from San Diego, California, had a sweet tooth and loved her routines. Every Friday was movie night, featuring a bag of butter-flavored microwave popcorn and a few store-bought cookies. She also used a popular non-dairy coffee creamer every morning. She started experiencing a persistent, low-grade mental fuzziness she called her cotton head. It wasn't forgetfulness, just the lack of sharpness. Her daughter, visiting for the holidays, suggested they look at the ingredients in her favorite snacks. There it was on the popcorn and creamer labels: partially hydrogenated soybean oil. Shocked, Sylvia embarked on a label-reading mission. She switched to air-popped popcorn, which she topped with a drizzle of heart-healthy olive oil and a sprinkle of nutritional yeast for a cheesy flavor. She found a creamer made with just milk and cream and started baking her own cookies occasionally, controlling the ingredients. The cotton head feeling began to dissipate within a month. She felt more alert and present. Your best defense is to become a detective. Read the ingredient list on every packaged food. If you see the words partially hydrogenated oil, even if the nutrition label says 0G trans fat, put it back on the shelf. Your brain will thank you. Number 5, the dehydration deception, skipping hydration. This final point is a habit, not a food, but its impact on cognitive function is direct and immediate. As we age, two things happen. Our sense of thirst naturally diminishes, and we sometimes consciously drink less to avoid frequent trips to the bathroom. This is a dangerous combination. Water is fundamental to every cellular process in your body. Your brain is approximately 75% water. Even mild dehydration, as little as 1 to 2% fluid loss, can have measurable effects. It causes your blood to become thicker and more viscous, forcing your heart to work harder to pump it. This reduces blood flow and oxygen delivery to the brain, leading to symptoms like brain fog, confusion, dizziness, and poor concentration. Chronic, low-level dehydration puts a constant strain on your cardiovascular and neurological systems, accelerating cognitive decline. Eleanor's experience is a classic case. A 70-year-old avid gardener from Tucson, Arizona, she was active and health-conscious. However, she disliked the taste of plain water and primarily drank coffee in the morning and iced tea in the afternoon. To avoid waking up at night, she stopped drinking fluids after 5 p.m. During a heat wave, she felt unusually dizzy and lightheaded and experienced a scary episode of heart palpitations. At the urgent care clinic, she was diagnosed with mild dehydration and electrolyte imbalance. The doctor explained that her daily fluid intake was insufficient, especially for her climate and activity level. The coffee and tea, while contributing to fluid intake, also had a mild diuretic effect. The solution was simple but intentional. She bought a large, marked water bottle and kept it with her all day, aiming to finish it by 4 p.m. She added slices of cucumber, lemon, and mint to make it more appealing. She also focused on eating more water-rich foods like watermelon, cucumbers, and oranges. Within days, the dizziness vanished. Within weeks, she noticed her energy levels were higher and her thinking felt noticeably sharper. The message is clear: don't wait until you feel thirsty. By then, you're already dehydrated. Make sipping water a consistent, all-day habit. It is the simplest, cheapest, and most effective cognitive enhancer available. Now, knowing the culprits is only half the battle. True empowerment comes from knowing how to fight back. So let's pivot from defense to offense. Here are 5 powerful shields you can build to protect your magnificent brain. Shield 1, the Mediterranean mindset. Don't think of this as a restrictive diet. Think of it as a lifestyle pattern proven by decades of research to protect the aging brain. The Mediterranean diet is rich in the very things that counteract the culprits we've discussed. Abundant fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds. It features olive oil as a primary fat source, includes moderate amounts of fish and poultry, and limits red meat and sweets. This pattern provides a symphony of antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds, and healthy fats that nourish brain cells, protect blood vessels, and support the growth of new neural connections. Start small. Add 1 extra vegetable to your dinner. Switch from butter to olive oil. Have fish once a week. These small steps add up to a powerful shield. Shield 2. Consistent, gentle movement. Exercise is not just for the body. It's the best-known fertilizer for the brain. Physical activity increases blood flow, delivering more oxygen and nutrients to your neurons. It also stimulates the release of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that helps existing brain cells survive and encourages the growth of new ones. You don't need to run a marathon. The goal is consistent, moderate movement. A daily 30-minute brisk walk, swimming, tai chi, or even gardening can provide these enormous benefits. Find something you enjoy, so you'll stick with it. Shield 3, the sleep sanctuary. During deep, quality sleep, your brain isn't resting, it's working hard. It's performing critical maintenance, clearing out metabolic waste products that accumulate during the day, including beta amyloid, the toxic protein implicated in Alzheimer's disease. Prioritizing 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep is non-negotiable for cognitive health. Create a sleep sanctuary. Keep your room cool, dark, and quiet. Establish a calming bedtime routine without screens. This shield is your brain's nightly power wash. Shield 4, continuous mental challenge. The phrase "use it or lose it" is neurologically accurate. Neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form new pathways, lasts a lifetime. Challenging your brain with novel activities strengthens existing connections and builds cognitive reserve, making your brain more resilient to age-related changes. Learn a new language, tackle puzzles, play a musical instrument, read deeply, or take a new route on your walk. The key is novelty and challenge. Shield 5, vibrant social connection. Loneliness is a silent toxin for the brain. Meaningful social engagement is a powerful cognitive stimulus. Conversations force us to think, listen, and respond, exercising multiple brain regions at once. Strong social ties are linked to lower rates of dementia and longer, healthier lives. Make time for friends and family. Join a club, take a class, or volunteer. Every connection you make is a thread strengthening your cognitive safety net. Final thoughts. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the 5 stealthy brain drainers to the 5 powerful shields you can use to protect yourself. Remember, this journey isn't about perfection, it's about progression. It's about making more good choices than not, more often. You have the power to influence your cognitive destiny through your daily habits. Start with one change. Maybe it's swapping your afternoon snack for a handful of nuts, or buying a water bottle you love, or calling a friend for a weekly walk. Tell me in the comments, which one shield will you start building this week? Your commitment inspires our entire community. If this deep dive brought you value, please pay it forward. Like this video, share it with 3 friends or family members you care about, and subscribe to Elderly Active Life. By subscribing, you're telling us you want more content like this, and you're ensuring you don't miss our next video on living your most vibrant, active, and sharp-minded life. Thank you for investing this time in yourself. Your brain is worth it. We'll see you in the next video.